What's going on, people? This is Squid here, and welcome to a build-off with another fellow YouTuber. He's called Stampylongnose, and this is going to be a speed building challenge. We've got 45 minutes to build whatever this guy Zachman's going to reveal now. What is it? Let's build a floating house. Build a floating house. Okay, so we've got 45 minutes, both of us. We've got our own separate halves. And we've got to build a floating house. So when this guy jumps off his diving board and hits the ground, that's when we can go. So floating house, what can I do? Right, he's gone. So let's go. So floating house, I'm thinking about maybe doing sort of a temple design. Let's get some stone. Let's get some mossy brick stone. Okay, so let's just go straight up into the air and make a bit of a platform for it. I don't want to waste any time making some foundations. We should get rid of this thing because it's a house, it's a floating house, it's not a house on stilts. So get rid of all this, we don't need it. Yeah, so basically, I'm just going to build a frame out of this mossy stone, and I want it to look like it's just been ripped out of the ground. So when I've done sort of a nice square shape of a frame, I'm going to fill it with mud underneath. Give it kind of a nice, like a floating island effect. Just gotta keep in mind that it's going to be a floating house, not a floating castle. I really don't want to make it castle-like. Looks like Stampy hasn't done anything yet, which is good for me. Means I can get a bit in front. Yeah, he's already done one of these on his channel. I'll leave a link in the description to his channel as well. He did another building challenge with some of his subscribers, I think. And they builded ships and stuff, so I think I've never done one of these before, so he's got a bit of practice in. So yeah, I'm just going to build this frame. I don't want it to be too big, because as you can see down below, there's like fenced off, and I don't want to overlap it because I might be disqualified or something. So I'm just going to keep this frame as short as possible, and then if I want to expand it later on, I can do. Just give myself some room. And what is Stampy doing? He's not even started building yet. He's crazy. This guy's crazy. So yeah, I think I want to make sort of like a nice temple, but obviously make it house-like, so it needs to have doors and like appliances and kitchen and a bedroom and stuff like that. It is going to be a 45-minute video, so what I'll do is I'll split this up into 3 parts, 15 minutes each. And it's kind of hard trying to keep entertained while listening to me blab on for 45 minutes, so that's why I've cut it up into 15 minutes if you can handle me to blab on for that long. So basically this bit here is the boring bit. It's just trying to get the main frame done. It saves me putting in a floor later when I decide to I'm just checking the time. Yeah, I'm just coming up to 3 minutes and a bit, so I'm alright for time. I've got enough time. Yeah, so this is going to save me a bit of time later on when so I don't have to put a floor in. I don't have to mess about putting floors in and stuff. I can just use this as a floor. I mean, it's ideal for what I'm wanting to do in the design. I've just thought, might as well just crack on building straight away. There's no point thinking about, what to do, trying to make it look fancy. You just get things down in speed building. And Stampy just started building. You can see, looks like he's using some kind of wooden octagon, pentagon house, something like that. So anyway, I'm now. Oh, there's a hole there. I need to fill that in. So as you can see, I've got my mud out. I'm trying to fill like the underneath in. I want to go like 1 block in, and it doesn't need to be perfect. It might be quite time consuming because I've already spent 4 minutes on this frame, and that mud is nearly the same. It's going to be the same size as this frame that I'm doing now, so it might take twice the time, but I don't want it to take 8 minutes out of my building, so I'm just going to throw bits around. I don't want it to look all nice and neat and perfect, because things don't come out of the ground like that. They come out in bits and bats, and I haven't got a lot of time, so I'll just have to see what I can put down with this mud. As you see, I'm going all the way around the base. I'm going to go to the centre and bring it down, so it needs to be like an upside down triangle, like it's ripped out from a point. That's what I'm trying to do here, just bring it out like a bit of a pyramid, upside down pyramid. and trying just to make it hollow inside, because I'm thinking if I did this, then I could implement some kind of room in this mud bit here, because I'm not planning on making my build, my temple house that big. It's going to take quite a lot of time because I want to make it quite detailed, so I don't want to make it like, you know, a second floor, if you know what I mean. I can use this bit underground as a room if I can. If I can try and make it maybe a bedroom or something like that. I was thinking maybe inside if I had, like, I don't know, a kitchen and maybe some stuff in for a bit of a living room. Depends how much time I've got in this build left. I want to get things done. The main things done first, like getting this main foundation in and making my house. Then I can worry about putting rooms in and making it look nice inside. Because it does say make a house, not a building. So you can see the shapes coming down there. It's looking all right. It's going to take quite a while trying to put. That's wrong. That's from me there. It's just one of the things you just got to try and fiddle about with it. You can't make it too nice and pretty because it just won't look natural. That's not the effect I want. So yeah, just making it all, filling it all in now. Coming down to the centre, and making sure I'm just putting this all the way down to the centre. Oh, and Stampy's got walls up now. It else does look like kind of a pentagon house or an octagon house or whatever. I think it's got 8 sides. So yeah, that's looking quite good. His side, it's actually worrying me a bit because he didn't have nothing for a while and now he's just put that on. So yeah, I think let's get started on the house actually. So what I want is like a bridge here. So I'm just going to bring this up and make like a bridge going across from this point to the actual building. I can put some nice stuff in there. I think it looked better with a bridge, but that's not symmetrical, I don't think. So I might have to adjust that main bit there. Just put them in there, and yeah, that's looking alright. I don't want to cross that fence below. That'd be a bad thing if I do that. So let's put these across and make it like a bit of an archway, like so. Let's do the same on this side. Like that. That's wrong. That's not the same. Bring it out to one more and just try that. There we can just try that and then there we go. So that's kind of like a bridge, like leading up into the house. I'm gonna get some wood stairs, I think, just for something so you can step across. I don't really want to use wood that much on this build, but I don't want to like overuse stone brick, because it can look a bit crap if you just keep using it and using it and using it. Just make a walkway here. Just put a couple more on there. And there, that looks alright, I guess. So what I'm doing here is I'm making like pillars. And if you've ever seen a temple, they've always got like pillars leading up to it. So this is the effect that I'm trying to create here. I'm just trying to create like not like a perfect X for a pillar, but that's not symmetrical. This frame needs work. Let's count this. 3, 4. 1 second. Just bear with me a moment. I'm just trying to work out these dimensions. 10. I think that's 10. So I need to bring this side out a bit more if it's not 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so it was 8. I needed 2 more. Just bring this out. I can't do if it's not symmetrical. It really winds me up if something's not symmetrical. It just annoys me. It's always on my mind. So I'll just fill this in, and I can get back to doing the pillars on the both sides. I've put one in. He's got walls in now, windows. Oh crap! So that's there, and that's in line with that. So I'm just going to do the same. Build it up. Take it one down, and then I want to make like an X shape. So these two in the middle are going to be higher than the ones at the end, if you know what I mean. And then I can hang like vines off these later and make it look like it's an abandoned temple, like a ruin, if you know what I mean. So now I'm just going to mark out for where I want the main pillars to be, for like the walls. So they're not going to be that big, because these are going to be unused. I don't want anything inside these, but they're there just for the effect, so it's not just a square square house. So I'll bring these up. Bring all 4 of them up. Not like that. Oops. It's getting quite dark now, actually. Yeah, just bring these up to a certain height. Basically, I don't want to put like toppers on these, like so it looks like a castle. I just want to keep it flat edged and just use like outer bricks. If you see what I'm doing here, I'm bringing these 2 out and give it like a really defined shape. It makes it look really temple if you do it like this, instead of making it look like a castle by putting different levels on the top, if you know what I mean. So I think this design would work pretty well. It's a nice little square in the middle, and I'm just going to put some walls in here. That's not going to be long enough, I don't think. How much room have we got? I might have to extend this side just a little bit just to get these 4 pillars in. Maybe one more, I'll do it. I mean, it's just about playing about and getting everything in the right dimensions. As long as it looks symmetrical, I'm alright. I'm alright with that. I can deal with that. So I think that might be alright. I'll just destroy this layer because I'm not happy with that. Right, that's cool. So just gonna look in line from there. That one started there, and I left a 2 gap, so that one needs to be there. And then I think it's 2 gap there, and it's going to be right at the edge, I think. I'm just going to bring these up to the same height as the other ones. When I get these 4 in, these 4 are going to be obviously the same, and then I can really concentrate on what it's going to look like at the front by putting a doorway in. And I just need to bring these 2 blocks out to give it a bit of shape. Like so. That's going to be overlapping, but that doesn't matter. I can always do something about that later on. Just gotta get moving. Time's ticking, and he's got his walls in already. How's he caught me up that fast? What the hell? Looks like he's going for a floating house. Obviously, 'cause that's what we're building. Duh. We're going for a wooden house, sort of looking. I think he's using sandstone as well. So we've both got 2 different designs. So it should be interesting to see how they both come out. So now I'm just gonna add these archways. Leaving 2 gaps, make it look symmetrical on both sides. You can see what I've left there. Some of them I'm going to actually use mossy stone here, give it a bit of a look. I'm going to fill this in, and on both of them right hand sides I'm going to leave them quite open and put windows in them all the way to the top. If you've ever seen a ruin before, they obviously don't have windows, but since it's a house and you need to live in it, I'm going to make it look like I'm going to make it look like a house. It needs to have windows. It can be a converted ruin. There we go. So that is the side that I need to copy across to the other side. I'm quite happy with that design now. Just doing the same again with this design here. Starting with mossy stone at the bottom, and then bringing it up with normal stone brick at the top to a certain height, like so. And bringing these stones out. So yeah. I think it should look alright once these 4 are in and I've got the walls in. I mean, that's most of the building already done. I just need to focus on that mud bit at the bottom of the house. I mean, I haven't really finished that, but it's not really a necessity at the moment. I mean, it is a part of the look, but I really just want to get this main shape of the house in so far. I think that's really important to do, and if I'm rushing, then I'm not. At least I'm rushing on little details like that mud bit and not this house. I don't want to end it and not have a finished house, so yeah, get this done. I think I'm only going to make it 1 floor. You don't really normally get I think it'll just look crap for the look if I make it like two floors. You don't really get normally a 2-floor ruin. You don't get an upstairs. It's normally just like a really high ceilings, really spacious feeling about it. So that one's them 2 aren't big enough for the front. I need to do something about that. Let's get this back one done now, and it's looking pretty good. I'll get these in, and I need to raise them 2 at the front because they're 1 too low. I need them all at the same height really. And as you can see, Stampage to the corner is got all his walls in. We're both going for a completely different. Oh, someone's putting a sign. I think it's at Zachman. Oh, in the middle of the challenge, Zachman said he'd add something else that we have to do. So he'd be writing a sign to say, you got to put this in or you got to put that in. It's just to stir things up and make it a bit more interesting. It's a bit of a hidden twist. Let's just see what he has put after I've put these walls in. So the same design as the opposite side. He's coming, and Chloe's coming over as well. And Lee's coming over. Oh, let's have a look. What I've got to build. Build a waterfall. Right, okay. Build a waterfall. Where am I going to put this waterfall now? I guess I can put it at this side here, if I need to. I don't really want to put it on both sides. If I just implement it on one side, it should look pretty good. I'm glad he actually asked me to put a waterfall in, because water works quite well with this kind of style. It's like a stone effect. Just put these mossy bits here. What my time on? 15 minutes. Yeah, I'll just build this up, and then I'm gonna end it for this episode. I'm gonna try and do another introduction really quick on the next episode. So if you see me rushing, yeah. So I'll just put this in. I'll just put the waterfall in here. I'm gonna put stairs there. Does that look alright? I'm gonna put some stairs down at the bottom of the house, and this wall here needs to contain the water. Otherwise it's gonna rush everywhere. So I'll put stone in there instead of the mud. That looks alright, I think. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Fill this in with glass so it doesn't trickle down the inside of my house and cause me a flood. Don't need that. I think that needs blocks into. I'm gonna put blocks there actually. And yeah, let's put some water in it. See how it looks. One there, one there. Yeah, that looks actually alright. It's kind of a nice design with steps. I like to do that with steps anyway. If your house is looking a bit boring, if you add steps, you know, it gives it a bit more of a better feel. But I think I'm going to end this video here, guys, because it's dragging on. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please join me in the next part. It should be up pretty soon. And I'll see you in the next episode, guys. Bye!